Hello everyone, Time to Grind here, and today we are playing milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. And if you didn't see the last horror video that we played, milk inside a bag of milk, definitely check that out first. That is like just 25 minute visual novel about buying milk, and we were helping a very mentally ill person. We were in their head, the voice that they were speaking to, and we played it. And so that developer a year later made a full-fledged game. Instead of milk inside a bag inside of milk, it's milk outside of a bag outside a bag of milk, and that's what we're playing. So this is more of a full-fledged experience of what we experienced last episode, so we're gonna just jump into it. Obviously, game contains flashing images and touches on heavy topics, like most psychological horror games, right? The reason I wanted to start the recording so soon is because there seems to be an intro. There wasn't last time, so we're gonna experience this spooky game together here. So that's probably the main character, and that is where we probably live. So yeah, that's us. We're counting our steps. We have some OCD thing or something. I'm not a psychologist. So is this what happened last episode? So I think this intro is technically what happened last time. There was some flashing. Oh, dude, she looked at us. And so once again, if you didn't see last episode, definitely check that out. So yeah, so we're seeing an intro of what happened. So I guess this game takes place after the last game, which I like. It's not just a retelling of it. And this cutscene is insane. So this is when we went to the bench and she just stared up in the sky. I wasn't expecting like full-fledged like animations. This art style is really cool. By the way, just warning, the mom looks very scary. At least it did in the last game. So we're just scared. Also, that reminded me of Evangelion. So milk outside of a bag of milk outside of a bag of milk. So let's do it. Oh. I'm walking to my room trying not to look around. So I think this literally takes place after the last game. Playful shadows dance around me here and there. They dash all over the walls and ceiling. One of those shadows whizzes past me, touching my face ever so slightly. I smile and continue walking, paying it no mind. Sometimes it's so easy to lose self-control and track of time, spinning in a joyful dance. But I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Mom told me to go to bed. I walk past the kitchen on the way to my room. The door is shut, but I can still feel the chilling air coming from the other side. My first thought is there's a living corpse blowing into the keyhole, laughing mockingly. That's so silly. I'm absolutely sure we have no corpses in our kitchen. I know for sure that we've never had any corpses in our kitchen. I'm absolutely sure that I break into a run and dash towards the closed door. The shadows intensify their chaotic dance. Are they trying to stop me or calm me down? I don't know. It doesn't matter right now. Don't you get it? I wave my hands around as I run, trying to chase away my annoying pursuers, but then I suddenly realize that I won't be able to stop in time. I've got no other choice but to break the door now. If there's somebody inside, I'll surely scare them to death. But wait, how can I scare to death someone who's already dead? But what if it actually revives them? No, I don't want that. Then what do I couldn't fully complete my thought when my shoulder hit the door and it flew open. Is my mom gonna be in there and she's just gonna get mad at me because I just burst it? Oh, so that's us. As I expected, there was no living corpse inside, but there was a bag of milk I bought today, sitting right in the middle of the table, watching me with its unblinking eyes. I stare back, nothing happens. Although, what exactly did I expect? Gratitude? Have I done something that warranted it? A bag of milk probably doesn't care whether it's on the shelf in a store or on the table in my mom's kitchen. On the other hand, nobody would drink milk inside the store, which means if I took it from the safest place in the world and into the scary unknown, I'm so sorry, you poor thing. I love these visuals. Because it's similar, I turn away in shame and leave the room in a hurry. I only bring others trouble. So it's similar to the art style of the last game, but obviously it is cranked up to 11. I walk towards my room through a narrow corridor. That's my mom. That's my mom. That's my mommy. I met a familiar formless creature at the door. It locks me in its clutches and starts sniffing every inch of my body like a hungry dog. I'm not struggling. I know it's useless. I just stay silent and endure its tight grip that stops me from moving. That's my mommy. After sniffing me from head to toe, the creature holds out its ugly paws, bearing a single claw, thin and sharp like a blade. Is she gonna self-harm me? So yeah, if you just weren't a good boy or girl and didn't watch the first episode, our dad killed himself, and we saw his corpse, and it gave us PTSD. I think we're just mentally ill in a lot of other regards. We got schizophrenia, a lot of other stuff, and I guess we have an abusive mom here as well. So, again, I stare questioningly into the monster's bottomless eye sockets. Don't move. Is she gonna cut me? The creature squeezes my hands until my veins start bulging, and I just keep staring into the black cavities where its eyes should be, ignoring all pain. I've promised so many times, stay put. The moment it says that, its claw pierces my arm. I don't feel anything other than the barely discernible crawling under my skin and the ring of tightly sprung sinews. But then the claw injects its venom into me. It hurts. A white vial appears in front of my eyes. My fingers cramp and start twitching frantically. I lose control over my body and slowly slide to the floor, just like last time, but why? Why do I feel so hot? I feel my blood boiling up. Strong shivers run through my body, paralyzing every single cell while my veins and arteries heat up, almost bursting from the pressure. I try screaming, but instead of producing words, I vomit thick, milky foam. The creature notices it and throws itself at me in anger, grabbing me by the throat while keeping the poisonous claw inside my arm. Kill me! Kill me! Hysterical screams resound through the corridor. In a fit of madness, the creature starts scratching my neck. Bright splashes fly everywhere, hitting the walls with a loud sound. I try to imprint where every drop fell in my memory so I could gather them all later. I need to remember. A new wave of pain washes over me. Everything turns pitch black in an instant. Say it. I'll never drink milk again. Say it. I'll never drink milk again. Say it again. I'll never drink milk ever again. I'll never drink milk ever again. Dude, what the fuck is going on? So either our mom is abusive and is like drugging us, or we're just crazy. Which I think are both equally likely. I finally get to my room. I'm so tired of all this fuss. Thankfully, I still feel comfy and warm in my room. Even the weird sounds coming from the outside don't make me anxious at all. Mom told me to go to bed, so I need to perform all the needed preparations. I've washed my face, and now I'm standing in front of the mirror with a toothbrush in my mouth. I look at my reflection. It shows absolutely no desire to sleep. Yeah, I get how you feel. And there was a time when the last minutes before I sleep were my favorite time of the day. I love anticipating the inevitable moment when the reality and the dream would clash. I woke up for that moment's sake, lived through the day for it. My biggest dream was to sleep all day long. It would have been so cool, but the dreams always slowly but surely slipped away, as if somebody fished them out of my head one after another, until nothing was left. And now I have to sleep again, even though I don't feel any need for it. The writing is so good. Writing is so good. After finishing with my face, I usually reach out for my pills. It's funny, but I have no idea how they work separately since I always swallow them as a bunch without thinking. Now I want to have a better look at it, to twirl it between my fingers, to chew on it. I'd do anything to stall for just a little bit more time. A smooth, protruded red capsule is looking at me. It's covered in a murky, semi-transparent film, but I can still discern its contents. So what do we have inside you? I gently press on the capsule from both sides, and to surprise, it turns out to be soft and squishy. I press harder and the capsule pops. Stick, bright red liquid pours out. Filthy, filthy. The pill flies straight to the waste bin and I start rigorously washing my hands. No way. There's no way I'm drinking that. Next was a flat pill of the same blood red color. There was some letters printed on it. Oh, I get it. This is the medicine that makes me really sleepy. But it's not the type of sleep I want. That's not it at all. It's fake. No. I don't even want to look at it. The pill flies into the waste bin as well. The next half an hour goes by in similar fashion. I study every pill from all sides, and then I find a reason not to swallow it. I invent my own medicine instead and enjoy swallowing them one after another, letting myself drown in their healing effects. Hey, my neck doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my hand doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my head doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, what? My heart doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my stomach doesn't hurt anymore. Hey, my eyes don't hurt anymore. How come I didn't think of this earlier? This is so simple. I need to brag about it to someone right away. But no, not to my mom. She'll just scold me. And she's sure I'm already sleeping anyways. I don't want to disturb her without reason. I'll think of something myself. Besides, I just really want some small talk. I wonder who's going to be my conversation partner. Is that me? Is that me? Am I? Hey. Hi. I can't do anything yet. Hi. Oh, I have to click it. Okay. Hey. The art style is gorgeous. Hey, long time no see. It hasn't even been an hour, dummy. So we gotta be nice. We have to be nice. That's what we learned from the last game. Plus, we just want to do that in general, right? So, you know we're only supposed to meet once per day, right? Why does your voice sound so grim? Naturally, I've read the manual. Judging by the pictures, the overdose side effects are the visual headaches, dizziness, exhaustion. Basically nothing I can't handle by myself. After all, now I know how to do it. Overdose? Is she being drugged by her mom? And we're being, like, is that heroin? We're being overdosed? You didn't reply. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit? I'm pretty exhausted after today. Well, I guess you are too. That's not true. You need to go to bed. No, you've been in control for way too long already. It's my turn now, all right? I'll just stay silent until the medicine's effect wears off. How about that? Hey, you can't do that. You need to do your best to make me feel better. That's exactly what I'm doing. What a bully. Actually, why am I even worried about this? In reality, I don't need you at all. I'm so energetic and I feel great, which means I can do anything. And you only can watch and agonize over your uselessness. I can imagine how angry you are right now. What made you happy all of a sudden? And why would I be sad? Remember yourself a couple hours ago? I don't know what you mean. Everything is just stop lying, so stop lying. Nuh-uh, I still don't understand. Whatever, unlike you, I won't forget that pathetic snotty girl for a long time. What? She just whines and whines all the time. Don't even try ruining my mood. I want to have fun while we're together, all right? So you're the one calling the shots now? Yeah. Wait, let's see how long you can last. We'll see, yeah. Am I really that pathetic? Say something. I can feel tears streaming down my cheeks, hanging from my chin, and then falling on my clothes, burning holes in them. That was fast, but not unexpected. Hey, at least I tried. Go wash your face, then we'll decide what to do with you. We're gonna get a creepy image. 3, 2, 1. Creepy image. It's a little bit creepy. I'm in front of a mirror again. I keep staring at my reflection, trying not to get distracted by the sneery looks the walls are giving me, trying not to drown in their giggling. But then me in the mirror also shows me a creepy smile, bares her teeth at me. I shut my eyes, but that doesn't help. It wouldn't have helped even if I sunk through the floor. I start counting in my mind. 2 squared, 2 by 2 squared, a square squared, a square pyramid squared, a pyramid structure cubed, a pyramidal structure hypercubed. I feel better, but my head is splitting apart now. Sorry for being rude. It's not your fault. It's never your fault. Fine, you can keep on blaming yourself, but don't overdo it. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready too. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Back to the pills. Is that why you threw away the medicine? What a stupid decision, right? Well, whatever it was your decision. Does it even matter? Yes. Somehow I find it hard to believe. Then why did you do that? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. It's true, the pain subsided for a bit at that time, but now I feel it triple in force. It hurts so bad. Just drink your medicine already, or I'll stop talking to you. Or I could say, you know what to do. Can I use gallows humor? I think the problem is you keep making the same joke over and over, right? When we're playing like a psychological horror game that's real serious, being like, yo mama, it's kind of tone deaf a little bit, right? So I do understand what people are saying and meaning. Sometimes you just got to experience the spookiness and make a joke every now and then, but it's kind of, it gets a little bit tiring when it's just the same old jokes over and over, you know what I mean? And even if it's just, jokes aren't funny if you don't space them out. If you just keep barfing out jokes, it's just spam, you know? So, okay, you know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf with my medicine. I swallow the pills one after another, chasing away the unpleasant visions that keep floating up in my memory. And yet, my mind still draws a terrifying picture. Lumps of coagulated blood and transparent coating travel down my esophagus, scratching its soft walls, leaving behind furrows. I shake my head violently. I don't care if it makes me feel dizzy or worsens my pain. I just don't want to think about something so repulsive. You still haven't changed. What do you mean? You're afraid of being alone. This worries you much more than pain. Yeah, I guess. I toss the last pill into the air and catch it with my mouth. So she took some of her medicine. I lie on the floor, I look at the ceiling, I can clearly hear water running in the metal pipes up there. I hear the cracking of concrete blocks that will someday surely fall on my head. But I'm not afraid of that at all. I can't imagine my death coming from above. Rather, it's rearing its claws from somewhere below, waiting for me to lose focus. Do you want to talk about it? Also, I keep... I'll move myself here. I'll try to, you know... No, whatever. No, I've had enough talking. What do you want, then? I just want to lie down for a bit. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. I'm gonna just let her think. She said she wanted to think. I'm gonna just let her think. There's no reason to make her think about the ceiling falling on her. Yo, that's a crazy perspective, dude. I carefully extract thoughts that are yet to be fully formed from my head and lay them out in the ceiling in orderly rows. Now it's my corkboard. In hopes of seeing the whole picture, I switch them from one place to another, pile them on top of each other, scatter them around. In the end, I throw them off with my hand, annoyed, and start over. I can't do it. You can always imagine your thoughts as something small and swarming like cockroaches. Ew. I hate cockroaches. Can I make them fireflies? I don't mind. I don't even have time to blink before my thoughts. They're fireflies now, start whirling all over the ceiling of their own accord, forming whimsical patterns. I can only observe them and wait for the right moment. It's just that moment doesn't come. The mocking sounds of flapping wings come from the ceiling, make me start losing my patience. Enough! I hate you! Dude, look at this thing in the back. That looks like some creepy, like, bird looking at us, right? I spring to my feet and scream at the top of my lungs. The fireflies scatter. Good job, now start over. No way. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. I don't give a damn, so that doesn't bother you? Should it? Overall, no, but to an extent, yeah. Like, you shouldn't be in the middle of the night screaming at the top of your lungs. So I'm gonna say yes. And what do you want me to do then? I don't know, it's up to you. You're at it again. What do you mean? Never mind. And I've changed my mind anyway. Please don't stay silent for this long anymore. I'm having a hard time without your help. Fine. I raise my eyes to look at the ceiling once more. Sadly, all my fireflies seem to be hiding somewhere. I need to find them. Yeah, you probably should go to bed. Forget about them, go to bed. No, you don't get it. If I'm thinking about something, I need to finish my thoughts, or else... I glance around the room. There are too many places for a creature as small as a firefly to hide here. They can be anywhere. Suddenly, I hear a deafening rumble. The clock just hit midnight. It's so late already, but I can't go to bed right now. Will you help me? Please tell me you will help me. Come on, stop bullying me. You promised to talk to me. What were you thinking while lying on the floor? What do you mean? You should know it better than anyone else. That's the thing, I have no idea. This is weird. Will you tell me? I roll my sleeves and start rubbing my eyes intensely. They are so itchy. Why are you crying? My eyes are itchy. Did you drink milk or did he bring milk? Did you drink milk or did he bring milk? Did you drink milk? I wonder if I tear out all my eyelashes one after another, will my eyes stop itching? I wonder if I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another, all my eyelashes one after another. If I tear out all of my eyelashes one after another, what have you done? I need to gather the glass, and then I need to have a bath, and then, here, drink some milk. No! I got an achievement, first death. I died and felt something. I stand in the middle of the room, my mouth agape, gasping for air. I think I just experienced death. I don't know any other way to explain what happened. Well, that was surely something. Will you tell me or not? About what? Let's look for the fireflies instead. You're acting weird. Help me instead of running your mouth. I've already had enough adventures before bed. I need to gather my thoughts quickly and go to bed. And my thoughts are hiding from me. To be honest, I have no idea where to look for them. Me neither. I guess we'll have to tear the whole place apart. No, and no. If I make even the smallest of messes here, I'll feel really bad. All the things should stay in their places, and that's it. Why? Are you trying to come up with a reason right now? Or you don't have to tell me if you don't want to. Are you trying to come up with a reason? Who? Me? No, of course not. I think you forgot to put your mind block. I can see through you. Rude. All right then, so why? So we need to find a bunch of tiny insects inside a mountain of junk without moving anything even an inch. Yep. My oh my. I have an idea. Last time, becoming a visual novel character helped me achieve my goal. Now I want to become a point-and-click adventure game character. You know, those games have moments where you just look at different objects and something inevitably happens. It sounds so fun. And what about the things you use regularly? Do you refuse to touch them as well? It would make it even more interesting. This is so childish. And want to know what's the best part? You'll be the one doing it. Oh no. Oh yes, I start panicking as soon as I get in a multiple choice situation. I'll just keep changing my mind and end up crying and running away. Do you want that to happen? You're such a handful. You've already proven that you're able to make decisions. Why not continue on that road? Come on, don't be so boring. I was just teasing you. And you don't have to bear the whole burden. Asking for help is a reasonable decision too. Let's begin already. I go to the middle of the room and look around. Where would I hide if I were a tiny firefly? Ah, this is so thrilling. My heart gets warmer from the pleasant anticipation. Hey, what? Look down. I look down. After a moment, a small ball of light and warmth crawls out from under my sweater. Wowee! There's smoke coming from you. No, just wowee. I wonder if there's a twist where she's just lactose intolerant. I carefully grab the firefly. It's pleasantly scorching to the touch. I put it on my shoulder. I'm sorry, little guy. Time to come home now. As if it were an order, the firefly slowly drifts up, circles around my head for a bit, and flies into my ear with the speed of a bullet. It tickles. One down, let's look for the others. Yeah. So are we in the point-and-click adventure game now? Okay, we are. Okay, what about the radio? Okay, let's turn that off. Yeah, let's turn that off. Okay, what about the sleeping bag? This is my sleeping bag. It's soft and warm. I'm sure that no living creature would be able to resist the temptation to spend a minute or two inside. They'd want to dig deep into it with a couple of favorite items, close their eyes, and then... Hey, did you fall asleep? Huh? I gently slap my cheeks to return to my senses. It's already way past midnight. Usually I'd be sleeping like a log at this time, but right now I can't. Let's continue searching. Hey, maybe we'll find something inside. Nah, my thoughts don't have a feature of putting to sleep. Quite the contrary, they'll always cause insomnia, just like tonight. What? I said searching here is meaningless. If this is her house, why is she in a sleeping bag? Yeah, could be. Oh, God. This thing glitches when I look at it. Okay. I can't click it. It won't let me click it, so that's that. What about the book? This is my sketchbook. Half of his pages are blank, which means it'll still be good for a couple of years. You draw that rarely? Why? Isn't that obvious? If I run out of pages, I'll have to buy a new sketchbook. I can't get to the stationery store on foot. I'll have to take the bus. Do you even realize what kind of nightmare that can turn into? Well, maybe you can ask your mom to buy you one. Nah, dude, this mom's fucked up. Buy what? Ask whom? Can you even form coherent sentences? Don't play dumb. Ask your mom to buy you a notebook instead. Instead? So you want me to perform a string of actions, but you're also telling me to do one instead of another? Then how would I decide which action to take? You're so dyslexic. Oh man, you're a tough case. You lack empathy. Is that my fault? I get closer to the sketchbook, stepping over the wires, the sleeping bag, the cracks in the laminate, and the window's reflection. The sketchbook is lying on the stool. From my height, it seems like the stool is missing 2 legs. I squat and look again. All the legs are in place. Will I be able to think of an interesting allegory? Oh, let's not go there, okay? I stand up and study the sketchbook from inches away. Its pages are pure white. The last drawing is buried on the previous page the way it should be. Too bad, I'd love to see it. Maybe next time. A sudden gust of chilly wind breaks into the room and makes the pages rustle. Oh no! I shut my eyes. A distinctive sound of pages turning echoes with headache in my head. I know what's going to happen. The rustling has stopped even though the wind is still howling from every direction. It can only mean one thing. The notebook is open to the first page. If I wait a little longer, the wind will close it. I won't have to look if I wait a little longer. If I wait... Open your eyes. No! It's okay. Just do it. No way! I know you're lying. Calm down. No! Calm down. No! Well, this reminds me of when we lost in the last game. Calm down. No, I don't want to just keep saying calm down because that's not a very helpful thing to say. And that caused us to lose in the last video, but I have nothing else to do. I'll wait like 10 or 15 seconds, but I'm assuming I have to keep just telling her to calm down. But because yeah, telling someone going through a bunch of shit to calm down probably isn't, I don't know, probably not the best advice. Calm down. No, calm down. No, calm down. It's just making me do this. It's gonna scare me. Calm down. Fine. I open my eyes with utmost caution. The notebook is still open in the middle. No drawings, nothing. The pages are still pure white. Did I imagine it? I don't know. Did you? You're the smart one here. You tell me. Next time, don't close your eyes. What did you? I couldn't finish speaking because the pages started moving again. Don't close your eyes. Don't make me do it. I'm scared. Trust me. The rustling grows louder. The pages lifted up. I can almost see the outlines of drawings on previous pages. No way. Everything that is in the past should stay in the past. You couldn't convince me. That's it. I'm closing my eyes. Look there. A barely visible light seeps through the pages. With every new gust, it becomes brighter and brighter. A firefly! The wind immediately stops. For a moment, the world sinks into perfect silence, but only for a moment. The buzz that has always been haunting me fills the surroundings, but it doesn't matter now. Goodness gracious, little boy, you made me so scared. The firefly blinks, flies up, and enters my ear, buzzing loudly all the way. It spends some time looking for the perfect spot in my head, but then its buzzing dies down. Phew! Are you okay? We're running short on time, so let's continue searching. I'm waiting for a jump scare, but at the same time, I really don't want it to happen. Okay, so let's check the laptop. I look at my laptop. I haven't touched it for years, so it's covered with a layer of dust as thick as my finger. A bizarre item. I fear it. Why? It's a long and boring story. Wonderful. Tell me about it. I insist. I don't remember how it appeared in my room. One of my parents probably brought it here because they couldn't find a better place for it. They didn't prohibit me from using it. On the other hand, they encouraged me to do so. Sure, I've spent my whole days in front of the screen. Games, drawing, engineering, calculator, 3D modeling. So much fun stuff to do. You had amusing hobbies. Yeah, I did, before entering the web. Imagine this. You're a hamster that lives underground. I have everything for comfortable living. Did you imagine? As always, your analogies are spot on. Okay, I imagined. All right, so you're a hamster that lives underground. You have everything for comfortable living, okay? Okay. Wonderful, and here's the situation. You're a hamster that lives... Okay, I got it. Do you want to talk about something else? Yeah. You'll end up returning to that subject anyway. On one wonderful day, someone digs you up from your hamster house and brings you to the pet store. Now your new home is a cage. It's way more comfortable and warm compared to the underground. And the most important part, you have a lot of neighbors here. Their cages are identical to yours, and the other hamsters look identical to you too. That means you are all the same. Apart from the fact that they were born at the shop. You'll ask, what does that indicate? And I'll tell you, nothing at all. I forgot what I was talking about. Gosh. Okay, let's start over. This time, try to avoid the stupid hamster analogies. You know I'm not at fault here. So, I had a lot of friends online, tens, hundreds of them, impossible to count. Is it impossible though? I had exactly 317 of them. Although, I guess nobody counts the exact number of hamsters when they walk into a pet shop. Hey, don't get distracted. Oh, right. From my 317 friends, 68 were into gaming, just like me. 130 of them liked drawing, just like me. The remaining 119 were into calculators and 3D modeling equally. And when I say equally, I don't mean 59 and a half friends on each side. All right? You can split numbers evenly, no problem, but math doesn't work like that when it comes to friends. A major conundrum, right? Get to the point. I knew, of course, that no real people exist on the web. I also understood that all of my friends die the moment I turn off my laptop, but I still wasn't even a bit worried. Why? Do you know what computer programs consist of? It's just a combination of numbers, which means my friends are also numbers. Isn't that amusing? This is crazy. This is very much sounding like the way I talk to my people when I'm acting as their therapist. True. The eternal monologue. The player is very good at navigating people with serious issues, taking notes. Not really. Why do you call them your friends? I mean, everyone who shares my interests is my friend, and I don't care whether they know about my existence or not. Anyways, as I was saying, every program has its own algorithm and purpose, its mathematical formula, and if you solve that formula, you'll be able to predict the program's behavior at any moment. The longer you speak, the less I follow. You don't need to follow me around, just listen. I sit on the floor and the laptop screen ends up right in front of me. The only thing reflected in it is my dim face. A web person is just a random picture and a random string of letters. Words and actions from the web person are just executable code. Hey, let me know if you need a break. One day someone appeared. From that point on, my laptop was always on. There are no real people on the web, but he was good at pretending. At some moment, I let him trick me. Hey, look. Huh? Suddenly, a firefly slowly crawls out of the laptop's vent grill. I reach for it. It gets on top of my palm, blinking all the while. I think it's trying to say something. I can see that myself, if only I knew what. Looks like a cipher. Don't you want to crack it? I changed my mind. I have absolutely no desire to find out what it wants to say. The firefly stops glowing for a moment after that. Then it starts glowing again as if coming back to its senses. For some time, it thinks about the further course of actions, then flies up and dashes into my ear. Let's continue searching. And what about your story? You must be mad at me for interrupting your story. I'm sorry. If you do everything right, I'll finish my story maybe. Do you promise? I promise. And if you forget, then remind me with a code word, for example. So I got an achievement. Please forget it because I won't. What code word? I'll think of one later. And for now, let's keep searching for my fireflies. So my guess is the story is she met someone that she maybe actually like grew an attachment to, whether it was a really close friendship or a romantic relationship or something like that. And then something happened or whatever. I don't know. Still can't click on the glitchy thing in the corner. What about the vent? It's not easy to get out of here. What? Excuse me? Excuse me? Yeah, I'm assuming the glitches are the last thing to do. Okay, so bag. I look down. My school bag, worn down and silly, is almost screaming of its uselessness. From another angle, it looks like a full belly. Its contents are also regurgitating, decomposing, and turning into a sticky, mushy substance. What a cool image. I need to remember this. Totally not cool. Totally not cool. I will say totally not cool. Tell me what's inside your bag instead. Nothing special, mostly just all sorts of books. I've taken out all the pens and notebooks out of there, and I'm not interested in anything else. You used to go to school, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I had a blast all the way. Are you sure you understood my question? Do you think everything in my life should be doom and gloom? Well, you're wrong. All right. What did you like most there? Well, the rooms were really bright, not like at home. That's it? Don't rush me, let me remember. Well, the beds were also soft, and the food was nice. The beds? What school has a bed? By the way, I attended all the classes. The others always skipped. They probably got told off so hard. I smiled gently, absorbed in my warm memories. You never graduated, though. Yeah. Do you remember your last day there? It was a normal day. Dad picked me up earlier than usual. He told me that I'm already too old for the school curriculum. I also realized that some time ago. The tasks were way too easy. Then we got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner and went to our rooms. And what happened then? I don't remember, and does it even matter? Tell me about it again. Is your memory that bad? Please. Oh, fine. That day, Dad picked me up from school earlier, explaining to me that I need to grow up. It's not like I could completely grasp what he meant. Either way, I didn't resist. We got into the car and went home. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Satisfied? Tell me about it again. Dad dragged me out of the school building while I was scratching and biting. The teachers didn't interfere. That scene was ordinary for them. Who knows what the little brat has done? Then he pushed me into the car and we drove home in complete silence. Mom greeted us there. We had dinner together and went to our separate rooms. Please, let's not discuss this further. Dude, yeah, I don't know. She could be talking about a lot of stuff. It should be a hospital, a mental hospital, maybe a boarding school, preschool. I don't know. It could be a lot of freaking different things. This is crazy. Crazy, 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 crazy. Also, I'm going to be a professional streamer here and feed my kitties real fast on my app. On my app. Give me a second here. Give me a second. Okay, they're eating. Okay, so no, tell me again what happened. Dad bought milk on our way home. Again, I hate milk so much. Mom was not home. Again, I hate Mom so much. What happened next? Suddenly, I feel someone's eye on my back. Knowing that these moments should never ever be ignored, I turn around, but there's nothing there. What happened next? Everything that happened next... I got an achievement called You're Annoying. Try figure this one out. Everything that happened next happened after something that led to everything that happened after what had happened. I look at my bag again, light pouring into the room. Through the window glints on the metal parts, and there's also a shadow underneath it, which means it's real, sadly. Whatever, I don't care anyway. I almost end up kicking the bag in a fit of sudden anger, but I managed to stop myself in the nick of time. If I move it even an inch, the whole picture will collapse and I'll go blind. It has already happened countless times. What do you mean you'll go blind? I've spent months memorizing the location of every item in my room. That's why I can see them so clearly and vividly. You won't get it. Look at your feet. I look down and see that a small insect is crawling towards me from my bag. It's barely glowing and it can't even fly. I guess this firefly is really tired. I bend down to pick it up. The firefly starts glowing brightly as soon as I touch it and then flies up. There you go, good boy. There you go, boy, good job. After doing a victory lap around the room, it flies towards me with high speed. I shut my eyes, anticipating the firefly to enter my ear. That's exactly what happens. After it gets inside, it buzzes for a little while and then goes silent. This one's kind of sad. I wonder why. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it's no longer alone. Sure, let's continue searching. And so keep in mind, remember, the fireflies we're looking for are memories. Oh, I can click finish searching. Huh. I kind of want to... There's a lot to look at, though. I kind of want to keep looking, though. Even though I feel like it's going to take a long time. I'm very curious here. And I don't think she's blind because she specifically said that she sees, like, full red, So let's keep looking. Look at the shelves. I doubt it. All of the components are locked. What if? I don't even want to think about what's inside. Who knows what I'll end up imagining? Okay. What about the umbrella? The umbrella emanates a faint sense of coolness. No wonder, it's the only thing that defends me against the thunderclouds that gather under my ceiling. It's such a blessing that it can do it without my help. Still, a firefly wouldn't hide in a place like that. It will catch a cold and be unable to fly. You don't want to check it? Why? I'm sure we won't find anything there. Okay. What about the fan? I'm assuming she just thinks that umbrella, protects her from the sadness clouds or whatever. So the fan. What's funny about that? I imagine myself being a firefly that is looking straight at a giant fan. And? I'd be so jealous. The only thing preventing it from flying is a cage it's locked in and the cable. It's like an inmate if you think about it. It's so sad. Yeah. Let's continue searching. Okay. What about the radio? Why do we have two radios? Okay. Paper on the wall. And what are those? Ah, those. Those are the photos of my best memories. But they're blank. I stared at them so intensely that I burned them with my eyes. Now they're just covering the cracks in the walls. Cracks? Forget it. Are we continuing the search or what? Okay, we are. So yeah, obviously we are not in a good living situation. Cracks in the wall. It's talking about how it's so dark in here, and that's one of the reasons we liked school, because it was not dark. We're going to AC unit. I look up towards a very high place under my ceiling. I can hear a countless numbing of small legs marching inside the AC unit. Oh well, what happened? Fireflies can't be friends with cockroaches. We'd better look somewhere else. Why would cockroaches be there? Have you forgotten? You were the one who told me to think of my thoughts as cockroaches. Yes, but they became fireflies afterwards, but cockroaches don't disappear just like that, so they occupied this place. Do you understand now? Sure, I do. So I don't know why we told her to make her cockroaches think that they were, make her thoughts be cockroaches, right? So what's all on the shelves? It's like overgrown plants. Right, insects enjoy pollinating the flowers and stuff like that. Yeah, I guess. I get close to the flower shelf. I'll sniff around. The leaves smell of dust and cardboard and death. You know those plants are long dead, right? I'm not sure a dead plant will be able to attract any insects. Well, we kind of don't have a choice here, you know? Still, you're right. Let's continue searching. Why don't you just throw them out? Weren't you listening to me at all? Oh my lord. Okay, so we have a couple more things over here. Let's check the cabinets up there. I tilt my head backwards and almost fall over. The closet is hanging under the ceiling, at least 300 feet off the floor. Are you joking? Even though it's my room, not everything here is for me to use. Whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I don't care at all. Like, totally, and I'm definitely not worried. Not even the littlest bit, not even a smidgen of the littlest bit. Not even for the 1,000th of a percent, that's how much I don't care. Hey, I'm not even done telling you how much I don't care. From this moment on, I'm ignoring you. Oh, no, you don't. Then act normal. Oh my gosh. Blindness isn't just a inky void. Just seeing red sounds like blindness to me, but I haven't been tuned in for very long. Well, the thing is the time that we found out that she only sees red is because her dad jumped out of a window and killed himself, and there was blood and guts and red. So yeah, I don't think so. But maybe, right? We don't know everything. An alarm clock. I look at the alarm clock. Time continues its unstoppable flow. It's so late. Are you tired? You bet I am. I let out a theatric yawn and hold out my arms to the sides. 1, 2, then I raise them above my head. 3, 4, maybe a little workout will help me freshen up. Good idea. Do you remember the exercises you've been taught? I think so. I take a hesitant stance. What was it? Heels together, toes apart. Whatever, I'll go with that. Count down 5 minutes. Fine, you have a clock right in front of you, though. I can't look at its hands for too long. At first, I feel like they start moving in the wrong direction, and then they disappear altogether. And then things always get messy. Last time I saw a pair of eyes on the clock face. And also, I used to hear voices back in the day. They pleaded for help, I think? What a mess. Truly a mess. It was a mess, right? A mess. Well, are you counting down? My God, finally. What do you mean? I was trying to get through to you for half an hour? Huh? Forget it. Do you see the firefly? No? Let's continue searching then. What? So canonically, she was stretching for freaking half an hour? So is this another radio? Why is there 3 radios in here? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay. So now we have notes. Your usual notebook page is glued to the wall with duct tape. Numbers are drawn on them. It's only the kind of information I can take in without trouble. Dosage and side effects? Yeah. I thought you know them by heart. Yeah. This is not your handwriting, isn't it? Of course it's not. Shaky, broken lines, ugly numbers. It's not writing. It's more like claw marks. Don't forget to thank your mom. I don't need your advice. My scream makes the pages rustle relentlessly. After a moment, a firefly appears from underneath one of them. After looking around in a businesslike manner, it takes off into a businesslike flight and ends entering into my businesslike ear. Hey, let's continue searching. Yeah, you can't turn on all the radios at once, because when you turn one on, and then I try to turn the other one on, it just turns off all of them. Like touching any radio when they turn on, I think they all effectively just do the same thing. I thought that might have been something, but I turn my eyes towards an conspicuous shelf near the mirror, there's a glass with a toothbrush sitting on it, and a small towel is hanging nearby. What a wonderful sight. My fireflies are smart and good. They would never get in there. They know about personal hygiene. Okay, let's look somewhere else. What about the pills? I look at the mound of pills and it makes me feel dizzy. I don't want to think about it. I don't. What's wrong? I've almost skipped my dose for today. How reckless. I could have died. Hey, calm down. You've already fixed that. Yes, because you ordered me to. Is that an accusation? Of course not. It's what saved me. Well, that's reasonable. I heave a deep sigh, come closer and extend my hand. Wow, it's warm. The moment those words leave my lip, one of the bottle overturns, pills rain down from it, and along with them, a firefly, hooray! After circling above my head a couple of times, it finally lands in my palm. The firefly rushes up my arm, and upon reaching my shoulder, crawls straight into my ear. My mind becomes a bit clearer. Okay, so now I think the only thing left is the trash can, and then maybe we'll be able to actually check out that glitchy stuff. I get close to the waistband and look inside it with curiosity. Pill packaging, notebook pages, and other garbage. Boring. There's nothing here. Indeed, no self-respecting firefly would hide in a heap of garbage. Can't disagree with you here. Now can we? I still can't click the glitchy stuff. Which is weird. Let me see. Is there anything else that I'm missing here? I don't think so. But I'm still glad we looked for everything because we definitely got to discover. No, we already tried the radio on the right. It's just a radio. Okay, so finish searching here. I tried clicking on that a lot. Okay. Sure. Finish searching. You found all the fireflies. Amazing. I guess I've managed to gather my thoughts, but something still worries me. On the other hand, I wasn't supposed to be happy anyways. Why not? If I lose something and then find it, it's just going back to the starting point. No changes at all. A zero sum. And happiness is always about being positive, right? You shouldn't think too much. It hurts you. I want to sleep. How about you get some fresh air before sleeping? What do you mean? We'll go to the balcony. Breathe in some air. Somehow those words triggered a panic attack in me. I subconsciously step away from the balcony. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly, but I feel like someone is watching me. All right, let's stay here. Yeah, what are you gonna do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my mortal shell, but at the same time still being me. Ridiculous, like milk outside a bag of milk, and yet, oh, I think that's the title of the game. Milk outside a bag of milk. The balcony definitely probably reminds her of her dad, but before we got to the apartment, it said that we like getting fresh air from the balcony. So, I don't know. We're used to going to the balcony. It said we lean over the balcony. So that's a habit that we have is leaning over the balcony. And so I don't think it's necessarily that. I think she's just truly feeling that someone is watching her, which makes sense because she, I think, has a lot of mental things, or she's being drugged up the whole time, right? I don't know. And yet, you don't have to talk out loud for me to understand that you're worried about me. I know that already. I also know that our time is running short. You won't take another pill. Of course not. In fact, I won't take it tomorrow either. And the day after tomorrow. And never ever. That's a goodbye then? No. I have one more small favor to ask. A really small one. Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure one of her pills is how I am getting to speak to her. So I don't know whether that's just like an analogy for a pill that allows you to think more rationally, or what. But I'm pretty sure that's what this is. So I have one more small favor to ask. A really small one. What is it? I've blurted out way too much today. A lot of stuff I'd want to forget forever. I don't blame you, but was it really necessary? You'll see tomorrow. No, I wouldn't be able to sleep like this. Fine, what's the favor? I nervously scratch my wrists and bite on my lower lip. Wait a minute, you're afraid to tell me? Yes. I'm also scared that something bad might happen if I tell you. I'm also scared that when something bad happens, something way worse will happen. Stop it, I get it already. Still, I won't leave you alone until you tell me. Bully. No, you. No, you. Oh. So we still don't get to know what that glitch stuff was. I crawl into my sleeping bag. The lower part of the room is very cold. I hurry to wrap myself in blankets, even though the electrical heater is working hard to keep me warm. I'm sad because the dreams just won't come anymore. You won't believe me if I tell you how I dealt with it at first. Of course I'll believe you. I know, it was a joke. Well, anyway, I washed my face, brushed my teeth, lied down, and started imagining that I'm watching a dream. I didn't sleep at all, of course, and always looked sleepy in the morning. After a week of insomnia, I started feeling weird and seeing things. Letters floating in the air, strange silhouettes that appeared in the most unexpected of places, bulging eyes with trembling pale pupils. It was scary, you know? So, for the longest time, she just imagined dreams and wouldn't actually sleep. That is crazy. Then, one day, I almost died. I just collapsed in the middle of the room and couldn't move for a while. And then silhouettes, letters, and eyes were hanging over me and hissing. It was horrible. And, well, deserved, I guess. It felt like I was caught on the biggest lie in the world. Yes, it felt exactly like that. After that, I stopped. But the silhouettes, letters, and eyes stayed here. I guess they liked this place. So it sounds like we got, like, schizophrenia from... I wonder if we didn't sleep after seeing our dad kill themselves and then we got schizophrenia or what, I don't know, but that's my hypothesis right now. They always follow in my wake, peeping at me, and I'm kind of scared of them and can't even argue with them. But today, well, I still too scared to tell me? Of course, they're still listening, you know? Use your hands. All right. I start chaotically twirling my fingers with enthusiasm, forming complex shapes. You want me to tell you a bedtime story? Shh. And I was trying so hard here. Don't you get it? They'll hear you. Relax. Nobody can hear you. So what do you say? I'd be happy to, but I have no idea how to tell them. Oh, it's incredibly easy. Just talk about something without stopping. Sounds silly, but it's not, and meaningless. You don't know what you're talking about. I know enough to realize that we'll just end up wasting time. Let's focus on something actually important. Boring. Fine. Close your eyes. Oh, God. I got an achievement. You won't get it. You're not even trying. I wake up on a wooden bench. In front of me lies a narrowly, dimly lit alley, an awfully familiar road. Where could I have seen it? So this reminds me of... So are we having a dream of the first game when we were on the bench? Finally. I hear a voice coming from the side. I turned around and see a boy with a weird expression on his face. You're late. Who are you? The boy blinks in bewilderment. We're not going anywhere like this. Try again. Then he takes a very deep breath. You are late. I stare at him, confused. He stares back, also confused. Sorry? The boy nods, satisfied. See? Much better. Do you have a name? My name's Tresca. I give the brat an evaluating look. He's so young, yet already coming at me with questions like that. None of your business. And besides, will anyone tell me what I'm doing here? Hey, that's rude. It's not like there's somebody else here besides me. Haven't they told you anything? I know all there is to know for one. About what? You're obligated to escort me to the store. Tresca says that and strikes a victory pose. No way I'm doing that. You do understand that refusal is futile. Well, aren't you full of yourself? I'm serious. I'm not the one who decided that. Do you think I'm delighted with your company? He's weird, constantly shifting between happiness, sadness, loudness, silence. He's a wacko, and his name is stupid. So obviously I think this is a dream. The boy is technically, I think, supposed to be her, and she is supposed to be me. I know that sounds really weird, but I think that's what this is going at. Are we going or what? You can go, and I need to think. I'd be happy to, but I don't know the way. Tresca puts on a cunning smile. I bite my lower lip in frustration. I'll be honest with you, I don't like you. He simply bursts out laughing in reply. I do like you, though. Then he grabs my hand without hesitation. I don't even have time to retort. Lead the way! Our trip to the store went fine, if not for the fact that Tresca was walking way faster than me. And on the other hand, at times he stopped abruptly and went backwards, studying the ground underneath his feet. So I'm 100% right? This is literally, obviously, a reference to the first game that we played last episode, except she's having to be the one to escort him when we were a voice in her head escorting her to get milk. So this is crazy. This is a crazy game. And so going backwards like she did. In the end, the trip took a lot longer than it should. After reaching the store's door, we are greeted by a sign. Zomit? We're closing in 20 minutes. Oh, 20 minutes. Who had the bright idea to indicate their working hours in this way? They probably have a special staff for this, someone who runs to change the sign every 5 minutes. It's convenient. Are you joking? Yeah. You're so annoying. It's much better than being boring. How old are you, by the way? None of your business. Arg. And what's your name? None of your business. I was ready to slap the living hell out of the brat, but a scary-looking man suddenly appeared behind the glass. He's holding a cardboard sign that says we're closing in 15 minutes. Let's go. What are you waiting for? Huh? Oh, yeah. After another round of going across the long row of canned products, we realize that we're lost. I can't believe you don't know where they sell milk. Maybe we should ask someone for directions? Sure. Hey, wait up. Tresca lets go of my hand and walks confidently toward one of the few store's customers. That person is standing with their back to us, studying something on the shelf. Hello, can I can't hear neither the second part of his question nor the reply he gets, but my good-for-nothing friend freezes in place, looking at the customer straight in the eye. I hurry towards them. Is he yours? The customer talks to me. He speaks with disgust while wearing a scornful expression. If he's yours, please get him away from me. Yes, I'm sorry. I grab Tresca's hand and lead him away. He's still looking at the customer, his mouth ajar and eyes popped. He's also shaking. So literally everything we did when we struggled to buy milk in the last episode. Only when we turn around the corner, Tresca calms down. What was that? I got so scared, he said. What? No, not again! Suddenly Tresca starts screaming like crazy. I cover his mouth with my hand. His face is burning. He's crying. Can you act normal? You don't understand. Of course I don't. I don't understand anything. Annoying other people is still wrong, though. This is something you don't understand, it seems. You're mean. Who, me? Tresca pushes me away and runs off. Drat. At the edge of my vision, I see the store's staff hang a new sign on the door. So I'm assuming 10 minutes. There you are. I meet Tresca at the cash register. Before that, I managed to visit the milk department after finding out where it was. Hey, you, move. I hear an angry voice coming from the other side of a long queue that is formed after Tresca. I squeeze through towards him. What happened? The boy doesn't respond. He just looks at his feet and sniffs. The cashier towers over him. There's a bag of milk lying between them. Is he yours? Yes. Just leave him home next time. People in the queue nod in agreement. Pay for the goods, please. Yes, of course. And the waiting fee. What? You heard me. I did, but that's unheard of. Tresca starts giggling all of a sudden. And for the fact that your son is a retard too. Wow. But you heard me. You know what? In a fit of rage, I throw a banknote to the cashier of much higher value than needed, even counting all of the stupid fees, then grab a bag of milk and turn around on my heels. We're leaving, Tresca. We spend the whole trip back in silence. At some point, we end up turning right towards a gas station. There, Tresca finally breaks his silence. Do you like ice cream? No. Okay. I look at the boy's face. A light flickers in his eyes for a brief moment and then goes out. You know, he turns away from the path and walks straight towards the highway with determination. I stare at his back, confused. It could be her name being Tresca, since the boy, because the boy's the one that said his name was Tresca. But that could mean, since she's dreaming this, that it's actually her named Truska. It seems like you're not helping me at all. A new playful light flickers in Truska's eyes. And we're scared of the letter O for some reason, because of that. It was a crazy dream. Milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk. Good night? I got an achievement called Good Night. No, wait. No way that's the game. What? 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 No. There's got to be something more. There's... And I can't skip this or anything. There's got to be more. There's got to be a fake out. I'm way too invested for this to be it. I know, right? I was thinking we were going to have one more day. That's what I thought. I thought there was going to be one more day. Because I knew it was a shorter visual novel, but I thought it was 2 to 2.5 hours. We're only like an hour in, so... Unless you could lose like you could in the last one by being mean. I don't know. This has got to be a fake out. Because also, like, what was the glitchy text, right? It would be creepy if it could recognize our name that we had set in the previous game. Because I do remember there being a continue button in the main menu, so... Okay. What happens if I click continue? I can't! What? Is that actually just the game? So let me... We'll go through this. So we're running at the door. There's the creepy mom that injects us with something. We'll never drink milk again. There's gotta be something else here. Because let me look at the achievements here too. So my achievements, I only have 50% of the achievements. So there's 5 endings. Gets the pills. So yeah, how do you, Okay, so now she, I think, took her pills so we can talk to her. There you go, bullying me again. Aren't you even a little bit happy? Not even the slightest bit. So I'm gonna just be mean? No. Well then, I'm not happy either. You need to go to bed. You've been in control for way too long. I'm only gonna read the things that are new. Yeah, I'm all beside myself. By the way, you're the one that's useless and pathetic. Don't even try ruining my mood. So go wash your face. So I'm trying to see how to get a different ending. How do you feel? I'm obligated to ask you 3 times per session. A session, huh? You don't like that word? I'm fine. No, you're not. I don't know why, but I thought I'd be able to take control. I was almost ready to. I was sure I'd be able to change something. After all, I was able to buy milk, you know? Yeah, you ought to know how challenging it was. Is that why you threw away the medicine? Undoubtedly. Moreover, it's dangerous. I know, and you keep pushing me. Then why'd you do it? I felt like I'd be able to fight it on my own. You know what to do. Dejected, I reach out for the shelf, swallow the pills one after another. And yet my mind still draws a terrifying picture. You still haven't changed. So yeah, we'll at least try to see if we can get one more different ending or something. Looks like that is all the game is as far as I can tell. Okay, so lying at the floor. This is when we're telling them to make it seem like fireflies. Do you want to talk about it? Because I'm curious how you get the different endings. Seems very subtle in what you could say. I just want to lie down for a bit. So last time we let her just lie down. This time we are gonna try to interrupt her. So trying to do anything different. Even if the ceiling is bound to collapse, it won't be today. Can you stay silent, please? I need to get my thoughts in order. And then carefully extract them. Imagine them as cockroaches. Now they're fireflies. Good, start over. Unstable behavior makes you look bad. Doesn't bother you? That's a problem. I'm gonna say no this time, because last time I said yes. A lot of people act like this. Really? There's nothing shameful of snapping at someone if you have a reason for that. You did have a reason, didn't you? You'll surely get better, believe me. And now start over. What do you're at it again. What do you mean? It's the rumble. So, okay, so we're looking for the fireflies again. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. I don't and I won't. So far, it doesn't seem like it's changing anything here. Do what you want. Okay, so we find the first one. There's smoke coming from your clothes. Whatever. So I tried to like gaslight her. It didn't even matter. So we got to at least try for one different ending. It may not happen. I still can't click on the glitch stuff. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up real fast. Also, I tried to Alt Tab, and when I did that, a picture of her flashed. That was so weird. Glitched items in milk outside a bag of milk. I'm being a professional streamer here. What's the glitch pile in the bottom left? Oh. So apparently there's nothing you can do to do it, but apparently people think that it is... Okay, let me look at a quick thing here. So apparently the ending that we got, I believe, was for finding all the fireflies and then encouraging the main character to go outside the balcony. Oh. Okay, so we did some looking, right? There's 5 different endings in this game. So we got the first one, which is the shop ending. And apparently there's a phone. I don't know where the phone is. It keeps talking about the phone. Also in this bottom left, those apparently are just milk cartons. I didn't realize that that's really what that was. But I don't know where the phone is. So we're going to try not to get the ending. or the ending where we get strangled or whatever. So one of the endings said to go to the laptop, right? And go through this whole dialogue where she was telling us this whole story, right? So she was telling us the whole story. And we want to talk about something else. You'll end up returning to that subject. So she keeps talking to us about what happened on the internet. Don't get distracted. Get to the point. Why? Not really. Why do you call them your friends? Long you speak. So she needs a break. We get the firefly. It starts glowing again. Okay, so her story, she wouldn't finish her story. So do you promise? If you forget, then remind me with a code word. So it says to do that, and then it says to go to the balcony. But I don't know how to go to the balcony. Because, yeah, the ending said... So the ending we're trying to do right now is to not trigger the cutscene and... So go to the laptop first. So do not trigger that cutscene. Do not collect her phone, which I don't even remember where her phone is. Trigger the laptop dialogue. Okay, so now we need to not trigger the cutscene. The weird creepy cutscene, which I don't remember where it was. So I do remember where the fireflies are. There's one in... Oh, I thought there was one in the sleeping bag. There's not. Okay, so there is... Where were they? They were... one was in the... No, it wasn't on the umbrella. Okay, one was in the fan, right? What? Am I missing all of these? I don't understand. It was the fan, the sketchbook. Why did it act like I didn't get it from the fan? Yeah, there was one in the sketchbook. So she talks about the sketchbook. And it was like all this traumatic stuff going on or whatever. So we got the firefly. Okay. So there was a firefly in the pill bottle. Okay. So okay, so we don't want to collect all the fireflies. So now we want to go to the balcony. So finish searching. So for one of the endings here, now I think we want to go to the balcony. So how about you get some fresh air? What do you mean? Go to the balcony. Somehow those words trigger a panic attack. I don't think it's a good idea. Why? This may sound silly. Feel like someone's watching me. There's no way somebody cares about you that much. Just for a couple of minutes, okay? So this is a different ending. We're about to get a different ending, I think. My apartment building looks like a bottomless cooking pot, but instead of soot, it has hundreds of concrete and metal boxes on its walls. There are lights on the windows, there are muffled voices coming from the inside. The howling wind spirals up and splits into hundreds of independent streams. Seems like it wants to be heard by every person living here. It must feel so lonely living in endless silence. Your apartment building's pretty weird, isn't it? I could see the horizon from my window before, and the building grew for miles in both directions. I guess at some point it circled around and closed on itself. Nothing unusual about that. How do you feel? I definitely feel. Sometimes that's more than enough. Still, you're anxious, aren't you? Of course. Moreover, I'm completely terrified. Was it that obvious? You're looking in every direction but not up. Ah, this. I've already told you, haven't I? About what? Ah, you know, small stuff that she doesn't like the O. Can small stuff make you terrified? It's hard to explain. I climb up the metal railing and let my legs hang down. I sneak short glances at the abyss from time to time. It replies with angry, cold breath. That's how we interact, like old friends. Sometimes I feel like the whole world pretends to be crazy, as if it's trying to make me believe in something that doesn't exist. That's weird, isn't it? Yes, but at the same time, it makes me feel a little bit happy. Everything around me was created for my sake, to deceive, trick, confuse me. If that's true, I guess I'm not so crazy myself after all. You believing in this is the definition of craziness. You're probably right. Another gust of wind blasts against the pot's walls, smashing the glass to dust and blowing away the concrete crust. I, on the other hand, feel a gentle breeze that only ruffles my hair. I still haven't come up with a code word. You were the one to remember your promise. You don't need a code word anymore. I don't like when this happens. I want to remember certain things only when I want to. Nonetheless, you've made that promise of what happened to her friend, why she wouldn't be on the laptop anymore. And I'll keep it, but you need to keep in mind that from this moment on, every word will bring me pain. And I bend down and imagine falling into the abyss. I have exactly 2 minutes before I meet my end. What? Oh, we jumped off. I had a friend online, my best friend, even though the combination of letters he used instead of his name wasn't that cool. Well, the combination of pixels he had instead of his photo was also boring and unattractive. This is so strange and wrong, breaking the rules of being online. Why was he doing that? Maybe his code was a few lines short? I don't quite get what you mean. I could tell you about those rules. You can't find them anywhere, but I'm smart, so I figured them out myself. Although, I'm not sure if I should divulge them. Why? When I try to say what I think out loud, I tend to make mistakes. If I make just a single one, everything that comes after contradicts my thoughts, and I end up with the opposite position. And I don't want that. According to your logic, it'd be better for you to keep your mouth shut forever. Yeah, that's my dream. Keep my mouth shut, never get up from bed, never see or hear anything. Just dream on and on. Oh, why is everything so terrible? Don't get distracted. So what was that about your friend? My friend? Ah, yes. He was brazen enough to... Come on, gather your thoughts. He somehow made me believe that he was real. He kept describing someone else's life to me in detail as if it was him, and he expected me to do the same. And then I told him everything about myself without hiding a single thing. I grip my teeth. The winds whip my face without mercy. It slices my skin into uneven stripes. It's as if it's a piece of thin cloth. He knew more about me, more than anybody else in the world. You know what he did? Yes. Sending an army of bots to harass me was probably fun. And what's most important, it was a win-win situation. They spawn here and there, simple bits of code that are effortless to run. No wonder the algorithm assigns that pattern more often than the others from the list. Text and video generators get to work at the same time. My name surfaces on the web more and more. It's unbearable. Unbearable. From around every corner, every balcony, ceiling, attic, wall, I always feel many pairs of watchful eyes directed at me. And now they watch me from the screens too. But I'll put an end to it. I've decided a long time ago. Though maybe I only decided that my body finally crashed into the ground, smashing into millions of tiny pieces like a porcelain. I'm cold. Let's go back inside. What? I returned to my room. Thankfully, it hadn't changed one bit during the minutes I was outside. Without a second thought, I go towards my laptop and yank the power cable from the outlet. That's it. That's it. That's it? What are you going to do? What's with this silly question? I'm going to sleep, of course, hoping that tomorrow will only come after a year or a decade. Imagining myself to be outside of my... Okay, so yeah, that's... We've already seen this. She's not going to take any more pills. She's asking a favor. So what, are we going to get a different... so she's talking about how she doesn't dream anymore. So I'm wondering if we're going to get a completely different cutscene here. I got an achievement. Is anyone there? Was anyone there? What the fuck? I wake up lying on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing up. There's no furniture, just naked walls and a single door. I can hear muffled sounds coming from the other side of it. Scary sounds. I hug my knees and wrap myself in my sweater like it's a blanket. It's no use, I'm chilled to the bone. The room is pretty spacious, but I still can't shake the feeling that I'm trapped inside a suffocating casket, and the faint blue glow that sneaks in through the keyhole only adds to that feeling. Do I want to know outside? As if on cue, an unhuman roar comes from the other side of the door. It becomes louder and louder, more and more distinct with every passing second. Somebody or something is getting closer. I curl into a ball, trying to take up as little space as possible. Maybe I can become invisible or become smaller in some miraculous way. In the meantime, the howl becomes unbearingly loud, but only for a moment. Then it sheepishly backs off until I can't hear it anymore. I finally decide to stand up. After I do that, I hear another strange sound. It's coming from right above me. The ceiling moves upwards, squeaking. Small debris is falling on my head. I squint a little, then raise my hand trying to touch the ceiling, but it suddenly starts to rise quicker and instantly disappears into the darkness. I'm not in a casket anymore. Well, it wasn't exactly a casket now. It was a well in the form of a casket. The room becomes darker and colder. I'll have to do something at some point. Hours pass. I frantically run from one wall to another, delirious. The walls run away from me, making the already spacious room even bigger. In the end, I stand amidst endless darkness, and only the door is watching me with its eye. I kept purposefully avoiding it. I could sometimes hear horrifying rustles and howls on the other side. However, now I don't have a choice anymore. I slowly come up to the door and reach out towards it. And as expected, the door also moves away from me. I continue moving forward with my hand stretched out. I don't want to lose the only source of light in this pitch black darkness. At some point, I get tired of sneaking up on the door like it's some wild animal, so I lunge at it, trying to grab the handle. However, at the last moment, the door whizzes away, and I fall to the cold floor, unable to keep my balance. It hurts. Stupid door, stupid nasty cursed door. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. I scream at the top of my lungs. I finally let out all the despair that I had bottled up. I slowly realize how horrible the situation I ended up in is. No, 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 no. I don't stop screaming for a moment because I'm scared to end up in complete silence. If the reality around me disappears, my twisted imagination will take over. And the realest thing I have right now is my voice. Hey, I can hear you. A voice coming from the other side of the door. I'm here, come closer. I scream thrice as hard before. I scream until my throat hurts, until my ears start buzzing. My biggest wish now is to keep in touch with that person, whoever they are. Hey, where are you? I rush towards the door, stumbling on the way. I keep running for a minute, for 10 minutes, but the door isn't even an inch closer. At the same time, the distance between us hasn't grown either, which means I match it in speed. I just need to make one final push. I gather the last bit of strength I have and push my legs off the ground. The jump feels like an eternity. I stretch out my hand, almost touching the scratchy wood. I dive face first onto the ground with ridiculous speed. I slide at least 30 more feet like that thanks to inertia, leaving behind a bloody trail. My hand is still outstretched, trying to grab empty space. Ah! Tears stream down my face, making the numerous scratches burn. I try to wipe them, but I scream and yank my hand away the moment I touch my face. My lips and nose are now a mushy mess. Somebody help! The other side of the door is completely silenced. The silence reigns for an excruciatingly long time. However, at some point that silent torture ends. Hey, I can see you! I try to reply, but stifled whimpers come out of my throat instead of words. Are you hurt? Yes, yes. I stand up from my knees despite continuing to cry. I take a couple of deep breaths and start running again. I keep running for hours. I feel like the door is closer to me by an inch or two now. I almost let myself stop for the rest at that thought. I can't rest. I'll catch up to it sooner or later. The voice from the other side of the door keeps asking me how I feel. I let out heavy, ragged breaths in reply. I'll fall from exhaustion if I utter even a single word. Still, I'm thankful to them and don't want them to become silent. After another hour passes, I barely scratch the handle with my nails. I'm almost there. I'm so scared. Why aren't you doing anything? Why are they doing this to me? Don't they understand how painful this is for me? Almost there. You're scaring me. Go away. Rage fills my brain. I ignore the pain in my bones and channel all my strength into one final jump. No! Go away! I firmly grasp the handle and open the door. Blinding light hits my eyes. I lose the ground beneath my feet and start falling. I'm lying face down in grass. I smell water and earth and the dampness of night and grass, of course. The wind tickles the back of my head. It howls and jumps around restlessly. Lying down like this is unpleasant and rude when nature is so alive with me. With sounds, I'm pretty sure colors too. I stand up full of anticipation. What the fuck is this? I see an endless field, a clear sky without a single star, and a pale moon somewhere very, very far away. I shake my head and try to focus my eyes on anything, but to no avail. My surroundings are just too vast. I feel dizzy. Bam! I'm lying in the thick, wet grass again, but this time I'm looking at the darkness of a night sky instead of just darkness. Is there any real difference, though? The wind howls. It's clearly upset, but what can I do about it? I hear an indiscernible echo coming from far away. A wolf or someone else. Does it even matter? I'm in the grass. Nobody can see me. Ooh. The echoes draw closer and closer. At some point I realize that it's not a wolf. I jump up and start turning my head in a panic. Where is that sound coming from? I haven't said that out loud, but got an instant reply. Ooh. Hey, I can hear you! My voice runs across the field, mixing with the rustle of the grass and the howls of the wind. It feels like it's about to get absorbed by them, but... Ooh. Hey, where are you? Woo-hoo. I can't understand where I should run to and if I should run at all. Somebody clearly wants me to find and help them. Maybe they're hurt? The grass tickles my heels while I drag my feet in the direction where I think the sound is coming from. It's just, there's not a single tree or stone around, only an endlessly wide field. I hear a resounding, painful scream. I shut my eyes and cover my ears. I suddenly feel scared. The screams turn into a cry. I carefully raise my head, still scared to death. I don't know if this is a dream or not. Somewhere very far away among the thick grass, I spot a silhouette, just a small black spot, but hey, I can see you. The silhouette doesn't move, but the sound is definitely coming from its direction. No, it's not a scream, more like a whisper or a wheeze. Ooh. Are you hurt? No reaction again, just muffled sounds. Maybe it's the wind going mad and the black spot's just a stone or a tree. Excuse me. I walk away, disappointed, 100 steps, 200 steps, then I turn around. Surprisingly, the spot hasn't become smaller. I start jogging. The grass is no longer tickling me. It's whipping my ankles, leaving cuts. Feeling of panic and unexplainable dread grows inside me. A stone, a tree. Why the hell is this field endless? I don't turn around anymore. I know that it's chasing me. The sounds reaching my ears become even stranger, louder, and more distinct. The wind is bullying me too, huh? Isn't that right? That's the case, right? Finally, I stop. I ran out of breath. I'm at the brink of dying, at least I think so. Ooh. The horrifying voice is coming from right behind me. I turn around instinctively and for some reason try to shield my face but end up losing balance and falling to the ground. The grass replies with a nasty cackling rustle. Ooh. I've had enough. I spring up. The silhouette is still there at the same distance as before. It's standing there without moving an inch. I'm scared here, you know. Why won't you do anything? The silhouette trembles and then starts slowly gliding towards me, followed by new sounds, wheezes, moans. Fear shackles me. I can only stand and watch the approaching black spot. My lips are parched. I speak in a voice I don't recognize. You're scaring me. Go away. After that, the spot expands rapidly, and in the blink of the eye, most of the sky in the field is consumed by the sticky cold darkness. Paralysis finally lets my body go, and I immediately sprint away. Ooh. I run so fast that the grass turns into dark green mush under my feet. I slip, fall, run again. Ooh. I feel like if we do have schizophrenia, this may just be schizophrenia, or this could be a dream. I literally have no clue. No, 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 no. Ooh. No, go away! An unknown force turns my head with a crunching sound, and the darkness consumes everything. Some just snap our neck like a baked potato? Okay, it was a dream. I wake up on the cold floor in the center of a cramped room. I look around without standing. There's no furniture, just naked walls. So is this the same? So are all of the endings just different dreams? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so now we're going to try... Oh. So escape? What happens if you save? That's... Okay. So I need to actually save. I didn't know how I could save there. So I'm going to Alt F4 here. I'm going to be a professional streamer here because that credits is going to take way too long. So what we need to do, I want to try to get the other endings. But what we're going to do is, now that I actually know how to save, we can save right when we get to the point and click adventure type things, right? So yeah, now I want to try to do the phone ending. The problem is I don't know. So in order to do that, all we have to do is collect Milk Chan's phone. Oh, okay. Okay, I think I see where it is here. Okay, let's see here. So that was a cutscene. It's a new game. So we are going to just have to skip through stuff here. I'm just on some playgame.tips. Okay. So let's try to speed run through the horror that is this. Yeah, I think I know where the phone is. I think I saw a picture of it. It seems very small. There's the creepy mom. Yeah, and it's so interesting. So, like, I'll never drink milk again, but then we find out that apparently that glitchy thing in the bottom left is milk. It's cartons of milk. So yeah, maybe this is just we're lactose intolerant. What if that was the lore? We're just like, we're literally going through like just absolute horror and panic because we're having like a crazy allergic reaction. So okay, here we are. Okay. So I want to get to this point in time and then we can save, right? Okay, so we gotta be mean, unfortunately. So we just gotta get to the fireflies and then I can actually save, right? Oh yeah, wash your face first. That is so interesting, though, that the medicine allows us to come in. What if she just shit herself into whatever mental state she's in? What do you mean shit herself into whatever mental state? What? I don't know what that means. Oh, on the milk? Are you talking about, like, if you were lactose intolerant? She's just, yeah, she's just hallucinating because she's just explosive diarrhea. Okay, so we're almost here for us to be able to pick things. is where she sees the fireflies. All her thoughts become fireflies. So we've gotten 2 out of the 5 endings. I guess we'll just try to get all of the endings. Because I'm so interested. Because I have no clue what the phone may do. Okay. Okay, yeah. And we'll save a lot of time once we actually save. Okay, here we go. So this is the first firefly. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead, save game. Okay, so there's this phone right here. I didn't know you could mouse over this, but this is a phone. What's this? What? Okay, so we collected her phone and she just says, what's this? So I guess now we just end the game as we would normally. So there's obviously a firefly in the notebook. Gonna keep telling her to calm down. Okay, so then we need to find the firefly. I think there's one in the fan. I think. Oh, no, I don't think there is. Okay. Not one in the trash can. There's not one in the vents. I'm trying to remember where one is. Oh yeah, the pill bottles. Because I have to... I don't know how. I don't think the backpack... We avoided the backpack last time. Was it the sleeping... I think it was the sleeping bag. I think the backpack may trigger the strangulation or whatever. No, it's not there. It wasn't the laptop. Was it... Wasn't the trash... I don't think it was the back. I just need to avoid the strangulation thing. Was it the insects up here? Huh. It is the laptop? Okay. So we're just trying to get the different endings right now. This is a visual novel we beat in about an hour, and we're just trying to get the different endings. So I guess I don't... Yeah, I don't need her to know... Okay, finish searching. Okay, so let's see... So we don't need to push her outside, so let's just stay inside. So she's never gonna take any more pills. Okay, so okay, what's gonna be different here now? Because we got the phone. Okay, so we're gonna get a different ending now? Oh, I got an achievement. Are we friends? So that's what friendship is like. So here's our third of 5 endings. Hello, thank you for choosing our pizzeria. You know, this place is so empty though. I don't feel particularly good or bad because of it. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There's a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. And we're sending these messages. I can create a whole world with them. I'm sure it'll be able to fill the void around me if I try hard enough. So maybe, I don't know who we're texting to. My guess would maybe be that friend that we told everything to. And then they spammed us or something? With bots, although no matter how much I think, my surroundings don't change. Yes, things happened in my head, but they never left its premises. And it's not like I tried to suppress them. Maybe they were afraid to come out. What kind of pizza would you like to order? Anyway, there's so much space in my head that could be put to good use. So every thought would make a senseless and merciless circle in my head, destined to go back to where it started. But there should be an end somewhere. You can't wander around forever. What do you think? I know it sounds scary, but it's not scarier than constantly existing among the void. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 3 pizzas for the price of 2. Yeah, there's probably nothing good in having the same thoughts over and over. What's the point of having them anyways? I could have escaped from here, but I feel like my thoughts aren't helping me at all. They should be ashamed, probably. It's nobody's fault that I couldn't even see a door here. I would have had it easier with 1. I tried to find it. It turned out to be a waste of time. No matter where I look, it's not looking good, pun not intended, and that strips me of the last bits of hope for salvation. So are we getting a job, or are we just buying a pizza? We also have a discount program for new customers. You can look more about it on your account page. Don't you think that me being here is also a waste of time? What's the point in that? I can just keep on thinking, and even then my thoughts are as meaningless and empty as everything else. Does it mean that I'm not filling the void, but I'm a part of it? Then why should I feel anything? Why should I know that I exist? Although I'm not even sure about that. This place is always neither warm nor cold, it's neutral. But at the same time, if I think about warmth, I feel warm. Maybe this world corresponds to my thoughts? I wouldn't want to admit that I'm completely empty. I'm not the reason everything had disappeared, right? Can't I just adapt and get used to having nothing around me since I can't do anything about it? Are you ready to make your order? Yes, that's right. I shouldn't care. So are we, like, trauma dumping to, like, a pizza delivery chat bot? I don't even understand what's happening. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm all alone, but at the same time, it feels like I'm not. There are a lot of thoughts in my head. They always keep me entertained. I can create a whole world with them. This place is safe, and nothing bad will happen here. Nothing good will happen either, though. Me being here is a waste of time. I don't fill the void. I'm a part of it. This strips me of the last bit of hope for salvation. I shouldn't care. It's empty here, and it makes me feel neither good nor bad. It's nobody's fault that I can't even see a door here. What's the point in having one? If I feel like nobody is helping me, they should feel ashamed. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I'm all alone here. I can't do anything about it. Yeah, because we did go to the pizza shop, so I don't understand. So she might have dumped all this info on the actual cashier in the pizzeria. Please note that we have a special offer right now. 4 pizzas for the price of 2. I don't care that this place is empty, you hear? I feel neither good nor bad. Wait a minute, we're on railroad tracks. We're about to get... I'm all alone. My head is full of thoughts. They eclipse the world around me. This space is pretty cramped, but at least it's safe. Even though I'll never feel good here, does that mean existing is a waste of time? I need to decide, and my thoughts will help me. They'll lead me to the exit, and I'll be able to feel proud of myself. I'll be able to save myself. At the same time, I don't really care anymore. This place is empty, but it makes me feel neither good nor bad. I'm alone, but my head is full of thoughts, a whole world, one might say. If I try hard enough, it'll be able to fill all the void around me. Still, no matter how much I keep thinking, my surroundings don't change. Yes, something happened outside of my head, but what was it? There's not enough space for my thoughts. It's already filled with something else. Even if there's nothing around me, I'm still here. And my head is full of thoughts. If I try hard enough... So the world isn't empty after all. I can't see anything. 4 for the price of 2 is a good deal. Splat? Session timeout, please reload the page. She is just trauma dumping to a pizza delivery thing. That's what that means. But we just woke up. So that was a dream too. Huh. Okay. So she was dreaming about that? Or maybe... I'm gonna have to watch a video essay on this game after this. Okay. So we're gonna Alt F4. We have 2 more endings to get here. And we saved, so we should be able to do it a lot quicker. So now, there's something where if we don't trigger the cutscene, and we don't collect the phone, then we can get a different ending. So the reason we got the first ending that we got was because of we got that weird ending, right? So it's telling me the mound of pills is the first one. Okay, so we got the pills, I think. Maybe. And then we have the... Because I don't even know what triggers the death, right? So I'm going to only do what I need to. So the pills, the dosage papers here. Okay. Then the laptop. I'm already past the death part. So the laptop. So then we need to do sketchbook and backpack. Just calm down, damn it. Okay, we got that Firefly. And now we need the backpack. I don't think it matters what we click here. Okay. So, okay, we did the pills, the papers, the laptop, sketchbook, and the backpack. Okay, so we're going to finish searching here. And then we'll see what different ending this does. So we stay inside. Wiki basically confirms she has schizophrenia and some sort of personality disorder. Yeah, makes sense, because yeah, schizophrenia is kind of obvious with the imagery that's showing and the voices and everything. So let's see what the 4th of 5 endings are. So I got an achievement, everything is fine, don't you see? Ugh, another terrible morning. Ooh, why is my face always so stupid? I wonder what the others at school will think. This is gonna be sad, because this is gonna be the one normal ending, but then we're gonna wake up, and so therefore it won't be normal. Well, it's not that I care too much, I just don't want to be branded a loser on my first day. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong with looking different. That's not what defines you after all. Hey, hurry up. Yes, Mom? Never mind. Take everything back. Ugh, another horrible morning. Boo, why is my always face so stupid? Well, it's not that I care too much. I just don't want to be branded a loser. Cheer up, there's nothing wrong. Yes, Mom. So am I just going to be more and more fucked up? Ugh, another terrible morning. My face is stupid. I don't want to be a loser. Yes, Mom. Yeah, you would be made fun of at school if your face looked like that. I hate to tell you. Yes, Mom. That's not too bad. Though if your hair went like that, you're probably like demonically. Oh, fuck that. No, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Nah, I don't like that one. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. What the fuck? Okay, that's not scary. This reminds me of the spider stuff in Amori. At some point, it's going to be like up in our face. Though I don't think it's jump scared us. In the endings. Oh, now we're back to happy. Oh, I wasn't even mad about my face on that one. No, 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 no. I don't like mirror shenanigans. Fuck that shit. I was traumatized as a kid by a horror movie about demons and mirrors. I don't like that last one. That one was fucked. That one was fucked. Okay, so we have one more ending to get here. So we'll go ahead and Alt F4. We have one more ending to get. That mirror one was fucked. I don't like that. I don't like that one at all. Okay, so for this final ending, do not get strangled. Do not collect the phone. Do not collect all 5 fireflies. And do not go to the balcony. Oh. Continue. Okay. So we do not want to collect all 5 fireflies. We don't collect the phone. We don't do the... So pretty much... Okay, so I do have to get some, though. Do not collect all the 5. So I just have to collect a couple of them. And then this is the final ending. Okay. I'm trying to do the shorter ones. Pills. And then fan. We're gonna do one more. Whatever, laptop. Okay, so searching. It is interesting that she's just not going to take her pills anymore. Or at least the pill that contains me. Okay. So let's see. Okay, let's see what this last ending was. Girl's Russian. I got an achievement. I look down, please make it stop. Oh boy, I think we saved a spooky one for last. The fuck? I wake up and immediately almost lose consciousness from horror. A thin metal stairway snakes around a giant column, disappearing into the darkness. I press myself into the cold wall and pray that I freeze into it. This feeling, I know I've spent a couple hours or days here, but I don't know how high the column is. I don't know whether I'm going up or down. Oh my god. A billion pounds of concrete and a million miles of emptiness. It's impossible to stay sane when you're near cosmic numbers like that. Looking at them, touching them, even thinking of them makes me feel unimaginable horror. It was just a matter of time before my short term here will end. My mind will melt and my body will turn to dust. The wall's coarse surface scratches my face. The steps under my feet hum from the wind, eager to escape the concrete's clutches and dive into the abyss along with me. But I'll stay here. I'll stay here without going anywhere. I won't even open my mouth. My every word will be swallowed up by the abyss. I won't take a single step. Why would I? To find out where the stairway abruptly ends? It's all meaningless. Many units of time pass, but I'm still unmoving. My whole body is trembling, but then I realize it's the whole space around me that is trembling. It can't wait to destroy me. Maybe I should gather my will and at least turn my head. That, though, doesn't stay in my head for long. That thought doesn't stay in my head for long. It's torn out with inhumane force. Unaware of what's about to happen, I slowly turn my whole body with a squeak. No, this is not what I wanted. Don't. Amongst the silence sings a lonely colossus unmoving. Until the music stops, the bridge across the dark abyss cannot be seen. What the fuck? Oppressive, thick, sticky air drives itself into my ears, silencing my thoughts with a haphazard string of words while I watch the scene before me unfold. Hundreds of giant concrete structures just like mine spread in tidy rows endlessly in all directions. Stairways wrap around them like vines. There, at the end of this world, there's a person smiling. This world still exists, but all that makes it both exist and not. I try to erect a mind block, but to no avail. My brain is already at the mercy of the super creature. A moment passes, and I realize that my body doesn't belong to me either anymore. My legs start moving on their own. The only thing I can do is choose the direction, up, down, or the void. The crowd notices blood on Wozek's hands. He runs away. Mendel appears. He has nothing human about him, apart from his excessive grace and hidden elegance. He walks out to the center of the stage. First act begins. Foreign thoughts become even more incoherent. There's less and less space for my own. Do you feel the connection to your body clearly, or does it still cause confusion and fear? If you've been living through that fear a lot recently, how did it manifest exactly? Answer honestly, don't hide anything. I decided to descend. You can have a sneaking suspicion that something is wrong because your path has changed. Maybe you started talking in a wrong way or made some sort of mistake. If so, start getting used to your new life. Try creating imagery that would instill the feeling that everything is as it should be, and with time it will create a new order inside you. I don't doubt that you're going through some hard times, but you have to make sacrifices. Grow up. Only then you'll be able to obtain the meaning of life. Do you get it? Try that if you find it important. Every passing day is a precious gift. If you share a piece of that gift with the world even once, it'll seem like a speck of dust. Do you get it? No, I'm sorry. I won't get that then. Do you get it? Do you get it? Do you get it? Yes, even you get it. When you notice how people look at themselves in the mirror, when you look at your own reflection and realize that it exists in reality, do you understand how exactly it exists? That actually scared me, how abruptly that, that ending was. Oh my gosh. So pretty much all of the endings were effectively the same. They were all just dreams, just different like fever dreams that unfortunately this poor girl has to deal with. Man, I mean, I don't really know how to really describe this game. I really like it. I definitely understand why it's overwhelmingly positive on Steam, but unlike a lot of other like games like this, I don't quite know. It's a game that I feel I'm glad I experienced, but I don't know how to fully think about it or fully comprehend it. You know, I'm sure there's video essays and stuff like that, but ultimately, I think it's just a creepy and spooky experience to just show you, you know, how, you know, everyone that has schizophrenia is not like this. This is not saying that everyone that deals with schizophrenia or, you know, other, you know, mental illnesses just descend into darkness and it's all hell and awfulness. And I don't think that's the thing to look at. But I do think it's nice to get a perspective into some of the negative ways that, you know, this might, you know, make people feel or whatever. I don't know. I'm sure it's a lot deeper than I'm making it out to be, but at the very least, it was a very chilling experience of, you know, just, I don't know, just what it's like to even live life with that. So I don't know. Obviously, the video that we played before this, milk inside a bag of milk inside a bag of milk, you know, was a very short game. This milk outside a bag of milk outside a bag of milk was a even further look into it. And so I'm very curious if there's going to be a new game at some point in time. So if there is, I will definitely keep a you know, a lookout, because I imagine we would get even more. Because yeah, I am so interested into this story, and I don't know. Maybe the point is that there is no more to the story, right? Like that's just how it be. I don't know, but I'm interested. And it was very spooky. We definitely had some jump scares, and it was just a very, very interesting game, honestly. So I think it fits perfectly. I love these weird psychological horror games. I definitely want to know more about this story, so hope to see something, maybe another game or something. So either way, I hope you enjoyed, or I don't know, we're unsettled, right? It is TTG Halloween after all, and so, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed. You know, make sure you guys subscribe, ring that bell like all the big boy YouTubers say, to be notified when more spooky content for TTG Halloween comes out. If you want to get that merch, you know, get it before it's over at the end of October, and you know, stay tuned for all other sorts of spooky games that we're going to be playing. Maybe another episode. If there's a new game that comes out, I'll definitely make sure it's on the screen right now. But if you're going to be getting some milk on your own, then I wish you guys luck and see you all next time.